Hey everyone. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about The Chosen and my views on the show. So if you want to know my views and my take, just keep on watching. Alright, so if you're still watching, it means you want to hear what I have to say about The Chosen. It's literally filmed in my backyard, not like backyard, but I live in the state that they film in. So um anyway, so I first heard about The Chosen or saw it on my Facebook feed, and I didn't know what it was. It was like I knew it was a guy and I knew it was Jesus, and there was like little children around him, and I was like, okay, what? I was really confused. I didn't really understand why they chose that particular screenplay to basically, put their content out there like that, because I was like, Jesus and little children, cool. What is this? um, and then what else? So that's how I saw it. I saw it on my Facebook feed, and um, then I clicked on it, and I was even more confused because I was like, am I gonna have to download something? And then I thought that I had to pay for it because it said, pay something. And so I wasn't quite sure. And I said, you know what? I can't pay for a show that I don't know. And so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not I just won't watch this Jesus show. And so yeah, so that was that. And that was about a year ago. So they had wrapped already season two um, when I first like saw anything about The Chosen. Like I had no idea that they already filmed season one. I had no idea what was going on until season two actually wrapped. And then yeah, and then that's when I saw that on my Facebook feed. So cut to last year around October. I was reading my Bible for the first time, from cover to cover. I'd read my Bible plenty of times, but never like from the beginning to the very end. And I was in the middle, I was just getting ready to start the Gospels, and it was just God's perfect timing. And I brought it up to my coworker, and I said, hey, did you see this Jesus thing on your Facebook feed? And she's like, yeah, I've been seeing that. I don't know what that's about. And I was like, it's something called The Chosen. And she's like, yeah. And so we were talking about it, and her sister overheard, and she was like, oh my gosh, you have to watch this show. It's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I thought you had to pay for it. And she was like, yeah, I think you might have to pay for it, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I was like, well, I can't afford to pay for a show, so I I'm not gonna watch it. And then her sister was like, well, I'm not gonna watch it either because she's a single mom, and yeah, so she doesn't have any money to pay for a show. So anywho, that ended that. So I was in the middle of reading Matthew, which I love Matthew. First gospel in the books, and so, well, in the book, but the gospels books, whatever, you get it, you get it. But anyway, so I was in the middle of reading Matthew, and um, I so on the TV there are apps that I downloaded, and it's Tubi and Peacock, and I can't remember which one I was searching on, but I decided to search for content to watch, and The Chosen was not one of those contents that I was wanting to watch, and so I was like looking up everything but because I didn't think that it would be on there. And so, yeah, so I exacerbated every search and nothing came up. And then the Holy Spirit, like, literally gave me the idea, because I believe that everything comes from the Holy Spirit, even ideas. They're not my own. And so the Holy Spirit just prompted me to search The Chosen, and I did, and it came up, and I was so excited, because I was like, here, I didn't think that I was going to be able to watch this show, because I thought, one, I had to download it, two, I had to pay for it, and here it is on my television with apps that I'm familiar with. And yeah, and then it was the first season. And it was the whole first season, which I was so thankful for. And I clicked it right away, saved it to my favorites, and I was like, I'm ready to watch this. So, and it was the perfect timing, because I was right in the middle. I was in the middle of Matthew, and I was starting the Gospels, and this literally is the story of Jesus, and how he assembled um, his disciples. It's really an amazingly done, amazingly written. And I did end up figuring out little things along the way. So yes, I have the first and second seasons on my DVDs. And then I also got a shirt. I really love this, because in the very beginning, when you in the opening credits, I instantly understood the this little symbolism, the message of going against the tide, or going against the yeah going against the, what is it, going against the current. That's it, going against the current. So I instantly fell in love with this. I think this is like the best shirt that they sell. Only problem is I got a woman's small, and the arms are a little too small. I'm almost this close to just cutting off the arms. Of course, now they have tank tops, but I think I can make this shirt a tank top just by itself, and I'll still wear it eventually. But it's too hot here now. About The Chosen, and it's not just like cute actors and things like that. It literally, the story just draws you in. And Jesus, for one, was fully man and fully God, and that just really just blows me away. And I love the writers that they just emphasize Jesus's humanity, and they have the most funny zingers that Jesus says and Simon Peter say. And I love John the Baptist. He's one of my favorites. It's hard to pick a favorite character, or not character, because they're real people. They were really real people. It's hard to pick a person that you really like. Just, I like them all. I love them all. And the actors, they just do so well. And it just feels like you really know these people that really lived. And it's an awesome depiction of the Gospels. And I really do hope that they finish. I hope that they finish the all of the seasons that they want to make and produce. So yeah, so I did some research after I watched the first season, and I had seen a little bit of I finally figured it out that, you don't pay for the show. I know I was going to go through the pros and cons, but we're just going to have to go with it. So basically, I figured out the app. I did download the app on my phone. I am not a technical person. I don't deal with streaming It's even hard for me to do these videos. But yeah, I don't do that stuff. I'm too old. I'm too old for that. So technology, I literally repel it. And what else? So yes, downloading the app is really really easy. You can keep up with everything like through the app, and it's free to watch The Chosen season 1 and season 2 through the app. It's really easy. If I can download it, you can download it. I promise. I promise. I just can't stream it to my TV. I don't know how to do that. But it's okay because I got the DVDs. So then the other thing is paying it forward, which I did. I did pay it forward for a few months. And that's how I, supported the show, by buying some of their merchandise, and even just paying it forward, just because I wanted people to see the show. When you do pay it forward, people are allowed to send you like little messages and like little text messages saying thank you. Sometimes they just write, or like I guess they get to choose like different thank yous, and so they just click and send it. So they tell you how many people that you've helped watch the show, and it's really cool. I haven't really lately, and so I think I might have helped 300, 400 people watch the show for free all around the world. It tells you that you have a little message mail in the app, and it tells you where that person's from. Sometimes it tells you where they're from, and sometimes they leave a message, and sometimes they don't. But I think it's really cool, and nobody really ever talks about that. So, sorry. I have to get all my, I have to remember everything. So Capernaum Studios is in about an hour away from me, and I did go out there. They just, not just, but they've been wrapped on season 3, and part of season 3 was filmed out there. And yeah, so I went out there for the Capernaum experience. I encourage everyone to go out there. There was a lot of people that were out of state, so they have a whole Chosen experience. I could have gotten the map. I still have my map saved, so every little star is where they filmed it. Hold on, I had to get my map. So I did go, so this is proof that I went. So every little star is where they filmed The Chosen. So you can see Matthew's dinner party, the Roman scenes with Nicodemus, and the synagogue scenes, Matthew's tax booth. So this is where they filmed a lot of the village scenes, and it was so cool, you guys. And some of the people there were talking about different stories, and just how they built onto the Capernaum set, and even just going to the Capernaum studios. That story right there, I got to meet the founder of it, and she was so nice, and she's walking around everywhere, and it's just a really cool place, and I encourage you guys to go out there. I don't know if they're always going to have this. This is just something that they're doing special at Capernaum Studios. So, all right. What else? So I do get on here and I watch a lot of the behind the scenes of The Chosen, the Chris and Chris. They're so cute. I do watch them a lot, and I love the fact that they've invited the audience in where normally the audience is not a part of any show, but being the audience. And I love the show, but there are certain things that I don't agree with. And maybe I shouldn't say what those are, because they are really just my opinions. I think the bigger picture here is talking about the Gospels, showing people who Jesus is and was and still is today. And just the actors portraying each person, I think they just got it spot on. And it's pretty much because of the great, amazing, talented writers that give these actors the lines. And then the actors, they're so well, they just do so well at their job, and how they deliver the lines and how they perform. So it's really amazing. And yeah, I watch a lot of Christian TV. And here, like, oh, so Dallas talked about he talked about his flop of a movie, and it's called The Resurrection of Gavin Stone. I actually watched that movie before I even knew anything about The Chosen or Dallas Jenkins or anything. And I watched that movie and I saw it on Netflix. So it might still be there. I'm not sure. But I didn't think it was a flop. I thought it was so good. And I think I did some research on that movie, and if you Google Hot Jesus, because the character Gavin Stone, he's an actor who plays Jesus at church, and it's a whole story. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a great movie. I didn't think it was a flop. I think Dallas is being way too hard on himself that he thought it was a flop. I mean, it might have been a flop in, numbers and money, but I thought it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So, yeah. So, other than that, I think my favorite chosen characters, if I had to choose, I would say Simon Peter, who is played by Shahar Isaac. He has the best one-liner punches. I love his lines. They're so fabulous. But I recently just saw something on Yoshi, I think is his name, his real name. He was doing a video, and like, sweetheart, you need to like I will put the picture in, and I'm just gonna put a little smiley face where something was shown. But yeah, maybe you need to edit your videos, because I don't think anybody wants to see all of that. At least, I mean, I just wouldn't want my business out there like that. Like, I just like, but if you find that video, and you'll know what I'm talking about. There's also some comments, and I was like, what? Yeah. So I may or may not put that picture up, but I'm sure people might want to see that. Anyway, yeah, so I like Simon Peter. I like Shahar Isaac. And of course, Jonathan Rumi. He plays an amazing Jesus. Oh yeah, he delivers. I just, and he's got some funny lines too. He's definitely a top favorite. Who doesn't love Jesus? And I love me some John the Baptist. Love me some John the. I think my favorite scene from John the Baptist is when Jesus, in the second season, where he casts out a demon, and John the Baptist goes, yeah. That's literally my favorite part about John the Baptist. He's just so wild. And the guy that plays him, I don't know your name, I'm sorry. But yeah, he looks like he's a really cool person. Um, and I like all the other disciples, but those are my top. So sorry guys, those are my tops. Those are the tops. And who doesn't like the the Brothers of Thunder? Those are, yeah, I like them too. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm not gonna say any of the negative stuff that I personally feel about The Chosen. I just want to keep it positive, and that if you haven't watched the show, you should definitely go out and watch it. It's all over YouTube. And of course, you can always download the app, which is easy. So, thank you for watching my channel, and thank you for this review on my thoughts on The Chosen. See you next time.